Hello, it's Serenity. I hope you're doing well. So today, the video I'm going to do is about goats. Yes, those goats. Ooh, they get a bad rap, in the Bible, supposedly. And, this is one of those things, those doctrines that it's like they made what was good bad and what's bad good. This is literally one of those situations. Yes. So, where does this doctrine come from? Well, it comes from Matthew 25:32 and 33, where it says that Jesus is going to separate basically the sheep from the goat. And then these ones that are, later on, I believe in verse 46, it says that these goats, because they just transfer all the way to verse 46 as the goats being these ones that are going to have everlasting punishment, which if you understand source and also the gods who represent source, because source is not really on the same level as gods are the ones that are like the manifestations or archetypes of source. Okay, just wanted to say that. Because there are many gods. There are. That I can say without a doubt, 100%. Okay? But there is only one source. So, and that source is who I refer to as Mother. And for those who still bristle at the fact that Source, the creator of the entire universe, identifies as a feminine energy, ask yourself if it's really your ego that's preventing you from even considering this. Because when you look around you in nature, is it not the feminine source that still to this day can take literally a very small amount of matter and create life from it? Life. And not just another female, but male and female. Okay? Just think about it. All right. So the goat. Let's cut to the chase. If you read in the Hebrew scriptures that one of the sacrifices, the preferred sacrifices of this rebel god, Jehovah, was the goat. And mostly male, but he also accepted female. And you can read about this in Leviticus, Numbers. I will link these scriptures in the description box so you can take a look at them yourself, but you will see that the goat was one of those sacrifices that he preferred. And even now, Satanists will use the goat as the preferred sacrifice. Now you may wonder why. Okay, and also, yes, I will link Kim and Mikey's video where they did talk about who else worships Jehovah. And then they had this person actually showing, these various ones that Satanists worship and the sacrifice of choice, which is the goat still. Okay? There's a reason for that. Now, if you are familiar with astrology, the goat in astrology symbolizes Capricorn. Now, if you realize that the date of Jesus' birth, which is celebrated on December 25th, Jesus would be a Capricorn or a goat, okay? Now, the ruler of Capricorn would be Saturn. Now, also, you realize that around the same time as Christmas, there is the celebration which, Christianity has deemed pagan, which is Saturnalia. So, you have the birth of Jesus, and you also have Saturnalia at the same time, which are celebrated basically together. Now you know why. Because the goat, Capricorn, Saturn, which basically Saturn would be the son of Uranus. Okay? So that's the correlation between the son of the father of the sky or the heavens, which also Uranus is Oranos, which literally is sky or heaven, okay? I'm trying to make the connections as simple as possible. But now you understand why this celebration of Christmas, Jesus' birth, and Saturnalia are blended together. Okay? And no, there's nothing wrong with celebrating it. It's actually good. But once again, anything good is rejected by this rebel God as bad. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. Now, if you understand who Uranus is and also Gaia, which once again, you can look that up. She is known as not just the mother of Uranus, but also the wife. Okay? Now, basically, goats, there's many traits of goats, but they're known for stubbornness, singleness of purpose, leadership, as well as in a goat herd, there are two basically supreme goats that ensure the safety of the herd. Now, many don't know this, but I will also link an article that's short reading for you about goats. There is an alpha doe, or the queen, and there's also the alpha male, or the alpha buck. Okay, and together they work to basically ensure the safety of the herd. But the queen doe has the responsibility of basically leading the herd to the next location, what comes next, and ensuring their safety. Okay, so now you would understand why the goats in this rebel god's eyes are such a bad thing, because they represent a lot of what he hates and the truth, basically. So that is one aspect of the goat, but he has literally turned something good into something bad. So now the goat is it symbolizes the devil and demonic things, okay? Which that is not what it's supposed to. Just like that star, now people just see that star symbol and they associate it with demon worship and witches, which have also gotten a bad rap, but it is the opposite. Now, why do I say this? Because that star symbol, or the pentacle, represents Venus, or the morning star. Okay, now I'm going to show you, because I have these, because they represent, I know the truth about these symbols, okay? So I have them. Now this particular one is the star, but it also has the cross in the middle. And I did a video on what the cross actually symbolizes in regards to the sun. Okay? So there it is, right there. There's the star, which represents the morning star of Venus, and the cross in the middle, which is that masculine energy of the Father God, or as I just said, Uranus, Uranus. And yes, all of these ones now in history have gotten a bad rap, but this rebel has put himself on a pedestal as being all good when he is the opposite. Okay, now why do I mention the morning star? Because if you read Revelation 22:16, there it says, I, Jesus, have sent my angel to testify to you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. The morning star. Jesus referred to himself as the morning star. Wait a minute. Let's read it out of this. Okay. Here it says, I, Jesus, sent my angel to bear witness to you about these things for the congregations. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright morning star. Now, once again, if you Google the morning star, you will find out that the morning star is actually Venus. Venus is the goddess of love. Now, Venus is also known as Ishtar, Inanna, various names, but always it's a goddess of love. Why would Jesus refer to himself as the offspring of this one if this one was so bad? And how did this morning star or Venus end up being Lucifer, which means light bearer or light bringer? I will link a video explaining this as well. You'll find it very interesting. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the things you've been taught about, who really is the devil, who really is God, who are these different entities throughout history, are they good, are they bad? Most of what you've been told is a lie. Who are actually bad made themselves good now, and who are actually good have been transformed into these bad energies. But it's time now for you to wake up, do your own research, and find out that, guess what? Yes, we have been misled through this book, which, guess what? Most of these things were not inspired by source, but the very one who rebelled against the true source of life. Okay? That's all it is to it. Once again, I will link scriptures, videos, information about what I'm talking about, because it's very important. When you realize the goat is represented by Capricorn and the birth date of Jesus, and also the ruler, Saturn, and also that this sign Capricorn is a cardinal sign, which basically is the start of the winter solstice. But the sign Capricorn by itself is actually, it's like basically the beginning and the end. The start and the finish. Okay? So that's why it's very significant. They're significant also to the lamb and the ram as far as spring and Easter. Those are also correlated. But anyway, that's another subject. I don't want this video to go on for too long because I know everyone is busy. Your time is precious, okay? But that's what I wanted to say. Also, this morning star, Venus, remember, Venus, right here, like I said, there's this, the morning star, and also, like I said, the cross in the middle represents that sun energy, which is the masculine energy, which is father. Now, the morning star is always near to the sun, or Venus, travels with the sun together, okay, from morning till night. All right, you can also Google that. And Venus is also like a sister energy of the earth, which many don't know, okay? Anyway, I could literally go on for hours about all of these things, but I won't, because as I said, I'm not here to force you to believe anything, but I do want you to do your own research, okay? All right, that's it for today. I hope you're doing well. I love you all. I truly do. And that is why I get so emotional sometimes, because some is sadness for what has happened in the past that humans just really don't know. But I also grieve. I grieve for others and their pain and what they went through. So yeah, anyway, that's it. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.